Okay, I have caught up on other things that I've needed to do. And now I'm going to dress some dolls. I went through the package of stuff that Flo sent a few videos ago, and I really worked on getting those, taking the inspiration from those and working them up into new dolls. And some of these dolls actually included stuff that he'd sent before. One of them I think has nothing from Flo in it, but I don't know at this point. So I have 9 dolls to dress. Don't think I'm going to do another super long video because last time I did that there was that editing problem, so it's better for me to do kind of long videos, I guess. So let's start. Let's see who... I think I'm going to start with the short dolls. So I will grab this Skipper, who she does seem to be just about stock, so you could say, why are you crediting Flo? I'd had the head. I can't remember if Flo sent this head before or if somebody else has sent this Skipper head. Thank you, whoever. But Flo sent this Skipper body, and the neck is not cracked, so I immediately thought, yes, that would be fantastic to use for one of these 1987 Skipper heads, and this was the last one I had left, so perfect. This is Sun Jewel Skipper, and that is the same Skipper that I used for this reroute. So let's find some clothes for Skipper. And I guess we'll just start with the smaller doll's bag of clothes. Let's see, don't do something coordinating with her makeup or the season, or, I really have no idea what I want to do with this doll. Kind of matches her eyes. Now I know it's allergy season, so forgive the way I sound. These dolls are a little bustier, a little more broad across the shoulders than Blythe. So Blythe stuff won't necessarily fit one of these late 80s, early 90s Skippers. But that seems to. It's a possibility. It has aliens on it. But of course you can't just wear a dress, you need accessories if you want my dolls. So let me get the jacket bag. I still don't have the Halloween dinosaur jacket, anybody? Of course, if I'm going to go with that, which I might, then I might replace the dress with something incredibly 90s, like the jacket. I hear yelling children outside. Hope that's not interfering with the video enjoyment. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to take that dress off and try to dress her something centering on this jacket. Don't know if I have any jeans that are in that size range. And if I do, they're not 1990s style jeans. Late 80s, early 90s baggy ripped jeans. I was about this age then, so I remember. Alright, so I need the bag of separates for small dolls. So I don't have as many smaller dolls, so this bag has not been split into. For the Barbie size dolls, I have a bag of short sleeve shirts, a bag of long sleeve shirts, a bag of skirts, a bag of pants. It's not that separated out for the smaller dolls. I forgot that I have all this Creatable World stuff. So that might get used. Sorry. Creative World stuff fits on these skippers. I know the shirts will. Or the pants. Of course, the other thing popular this time would have been wearing bicycle shorts. So these long shorts kind of work. Technically they kind of fit. The waist is a little big and gapping and shows her waist joint. But I might still go with that. What shirt? What shirt? I could do a Creative World striped shirt too. Or I could do my the buggy shirts I just made. I hear floof jingling in the hallway. Hold on. Kitty cat? Are you going to be on hay in here with the door closed? Or do you just want to have control? Do you foo-foos? Big purr. Alright, so the foo-foo's in here, and now we see if she'll let me talk to the camera without deciding that I need to stop talking and coming over here and biting me like she does. Oh, now she's walking back to the door. Back out. And that's Cat. See, when I sewed this shirt, which I'm not putting on her right because I'm being too lazy to take the shorts off, I was a little concerned that it might have bad, like make the shoulders look really broad and the sleeves look kind of broad. But if it's going to be under a jacket, it's going to be fine. Of course, in the late 80s and the early 90s, pre-grunge, we tucked our shirts in, we tucked our t-shirts in, we tucked everything in. This isn't quite long enough to tuck in properly, but I might try that. I might still end up back at the Creative World shirt with the stripes on it. Not at all what I expected this doll's look to be. I don't know. Let me untuck the shirt. Because I would enjoy it more if you can see the entire word sidewalk for whatever reason. I think I'm leaning toward, if not that Creative World shirt, then something other than this shirt. Like I said, I'm not too thrilled with this shirt in general. I made it just to use the cloth up. Sometimes making stuff just to use the cloth up leads to fantastic things I never would have thought to make otherwise, and I really, really like them forever after, and sometimes it doesn't. Those are, I think, way too long. Yeah, those are Momoko size. I don't think they would fit Skipper, or if they did fit Skipper, they would be very clingy because they're so tight. I try not to be a snob about commercial doll clothes versus doll clothes I've made. Sometimes it is really nice to just put something on a doll that I didn't make. But sometimes I don't want to. Said this might not go onto this doll at all because her feet and her sticky legs, rubbery legs. These jeans I made from Momoko. So it might fit one of these fashion royalty bodies over here. But if they can fit Skipper, that would be great. Nah, I give up. What's here? Yeah, this is Bratz Boys pants. Speaking of out of date, where is mini skirt? Now here's this pair of vintage. Actually, I think these are vintage Barbie. I used to think they were vintage Ricky, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these go on a bigger doll. Okay, back to where I was looking for okay, I don't think I'm going to have any jeans that fit this body. Fancy reproduction fancy shirt. Alright, I'm just going to have the Creative World shirt and shorts, and then the retro Halloween, 1990s Halloween dinosaurs bomber jacket. I can't think and do stuff at once. Not good. Tuck that in. Alright, back to fight with the thumbs again. The seam allowance has kind of gotten pushed outside, so where is my bodkin? Where's my bodkin? Oh, that's a serious question. I use my bodkin a lot. Oh, there it is. Okay. As usual, I don't know what you can see. Alright, what I'm doing right now is I'm using this to push the seam allowance that got flipped out to be visible on the cuffs. So by the getting caught by those thumbs, pushing that back in so it's not visible anymore. Okay. Yeah, now she needs socks and shoes. Alright, and I I know you know socks are in the very bottom right here. Alright, what socks? Just white socks. And these shorts are terrible. They're supposed to be higher on one side. I mean, yes, I know Creatable World shorts are good for mass-produced playline doll clothes. But unfortunately, I've kind of ruined myself for those. Yeah, I think I'm going to short socks. And I'll just go with these greens because it kind of matches the dinosaurs. It's a very 90s color. Yeah, no comment on the dress I'm wearing. I sewed these socks from like an old pair of trouser socks, maybe even tights. So I'm always terrified that I'm going to just put a big run in them when I'm pulling them on. But so far, so good. Alright, skipper size shoes should mostly be in here. And I know these aren't her size, but I was thinking about this. You know, go to the whole 90s thing. Or we could do actual skipper shoes. Oh, there's really not red. I mean, I know these are teen skipper shoes. Or I could go with Mary Kate and Ashley shoes, but they were made for this size body. Although, not the socks. These socks aren't blown away. No, those aren't fitting. Teen skipper. I mean, purple works. But the cheese. The hot pink, we're going to use a slightly toned. Oh, hey. There's that pair of cut down Wonder Woman sandals that I need to put in the bag of Bigfoot doll shoes. It's over there somewhere. It's general overflow. Okay, back to shoes for Skipper. Or we can do these fit now, those are two. Or you do orange for more of the Halloween look. I like the orange for Halloween. I think we're going to go with hot pink just because I have so many pairs of hot pink shoes. And I'll make sure I actually have the same color. Because again, I have so many pairs, though that's a drastically different color. Alright, and then that one goes with the one that has the suction cup on the bottom. Alright. Let's get some sunglasses. 90s. I loved those sunglasses so much in the 90s. Oh, she has earring holes, that's right. I mean, she had her original earrings on until I started messing with them, and then they broke off, so... But do I want to dig through the earrings? Because that can be... that can take some time. I don't even know what kind of earrings people wear anymore. Hoops are trendy, right? Do Barbies even include earrings anymore? Alright, where's that other triangle? There it is. Can I actually get it without flipping 800? Other earrings out into other compartments. Yes. I'm going to give her sunglasses that go on top of her head, which means I want one to be larger. I'm using that pair. The pair I'm thinking of I might be using for another doll. Yeah, but those would be fun. Alright. How much time have I spent on this one skipper? Alright, and we're at 24 minutes now. So yeah, I'm not doing all these dolls in one video. I thought it was saying, oh, she could have a purse or backpack, but no, I think I'm going to leave her here and move on to somebody else. Another short doll. I will take this doll. This is one of the body bashes that Flo sent. It's a petite Barbie body with the arms cut off and Barbie forearms put in, and this one happens to have Fashion Royalty hands. And the head is a Tropical Christie head, I think, because it doesn't have earring holes, so it's not Dana from Barbie and the Rockers. Dee Dee, not Dee Dee from Barbie and the Rockers. And this wig is a fake fur wig that Sappy sent. It is temporary until I come up with the inclination to do a reroute on this doll. And her face, when she arrived to me, had eyebrows painted by Flo and teeth painted by Flo and nothing else painted by Flo. So I finished her up. And I think she's very cute. And I'm glad I finally repainted one of these, this sculpt, recently. Last time I repainted this sculpt was 12 or 13 years ago, so I like her with this hair. I mean, technically it's temporary, it's just glued on. I styled it with gel. It's a little crunchy, but I think it works for her. So now she needs clothes. And she has a petite body, so I'm not sure if she'll be wearing clothes from the skipper bag or clothes from the Barbie bag. Because I honestly don't think I've dressed that many petites. Let's see, her hair had a 60s vibe until I cut it. So I'm not at all sure how she should dress. Wait, where's the alien dress that I just had? I don't even know, like I said, I don't even know if this will fit on this body. And her arms probably will pop out at some point. I'll go ahead and take them out. Because I figured out a while ago that a lot of wrist pegs and things are designed in with metric diameters. So we here in the US who try to work on them with our imperial drill bits, it never works, so they're never the right size. And yeah, that's a little bit too small, so she gets stuff out of the Barbie bags. Someday I will remember that I want to get a set of metric drill bits for my drill, because that should help get things closer to the size they need to be. Alright, do I want her in a dress or do I want her in separates? See, this is the fancy dresses bag. This is the not as fancy dresses bag. Yeah, there's stuff in there that I recently made and forgot about already. The coveted piano key sequin Sparkle Girls dress. So there's a rumor that Sparkle Girls are being discontinued. I don't know if anyone else has heard that rumor. Again, I try not to be a sewing snob. I've actually only bought a very few Sparkle Girls pieces in my life. But I know other people adore them. And I'm just babbling, just running the mouth while I'm using my brain to do other things. This would be very sweet. I'm not sure if it would work with that hair. It kinda works with the hair. I have to put this is since this is made out of old handkerchief, it's fairly sheer, so I have to put a skirt under here. And I'm listening to the kids outside yelling again. Oh no, dropped her hand. Where did her hand go? Oh, there it is. Come back, hand. Alright, need an underskirt. Is this my skirt bag? This is shorts. What shorts could work? This pair of Cosmo shorts. Shirley's Cosmo shorts under a sheer handkerchief will build up to being opaque, right? Alright, so I'm not sure if I'm going to give her articulated knees at some point, or articulated ankles. It all depends on the availability of parts. But you know, a lot of times you get that skin tone with an articulated doll, you don't want to take it apart for any other reason, so we'll have to have something broken. But then a lot of people would rather repair, because again, this skin tone and articulation, not that common. Mattel, you can do better. Okay. Let me find what shoe options she has before I even think about socks, because she has flat feet, so she's going to need flat shoes. I know I have had some flat shoes, but I think a lot of them are being worn right now. Again, skipper shoes, kind of Doc Martin types, very 90s. Am I mumbling where you can hear me, or am I just mumbling? So these are skipper shoes. This could work. In principle, I don't like these shoes, but they are useful sometimes. Sometimes. Alright, so right now we're going with I can find something flat better. Okay, wait. Don't I have flat shoes that are don't have the thick sole? That's Barbie. Oh, that does fit. Maybe? Hoping for something a little more formal than just a pair of athletic shoes. But those are good sneakers. I think all my pairs of, oh wait, these are my pairs of the flat sandals are being used. I have the brogues here. I hope no one is actually paying attention to me. You're just playing this as background noise while you do similar things with your own doll stuff. 'Cause oh, hey, I forgot about those. These aren't quite the right color pink, but they're it's so rare I put these, the so-and-so gray, not so, Barbie style gray shoes. It's so rare I put them on a foot that they actually fit. So I'm going to go with that just because they actually fit. It did just occur to me that there might be shoes. Oh, here's one, the pair of flat sandals. I was kind of thinking of, but not really. There might be shoes to fit this foot in the other bag of shoes. I don't think I want to actually take the time to dig through that. You know I'm going to. And so without this thick sole. I don't know, I do like the contrast of the cheap canvas sports shoe with the delicate handkerchief hem. And she could wear the shoes without socks. You don't need socks. She still needs more accessories, just not necessarily socks. No, those are more just curvy, tall shoes, but they fit if the shoe fits. Okay, so what else she need? Anything in the hair? I don't know if I put anything in the hair, if it'll just mess up the gel. can't go wrong with a tiara. There's a slightly darker pink tiara here. Buried in the web of tiaras. Oh yeah, that's the one that the part that holds it on broke, so it has to go on with the rubber band, and that might be too damaging to her hair. I don't want to risk leaving dents in her fur hair. Just fell out. Something fell. What fell out? Yeah. Alright, but I want a necklace available that would work. Here, let's see if my fingers can do this without fumbling too badly. This would probably be easier if I looked at it. I would like it to be shorter. So you know what you do when you want a doll's necklace to be shorter? She has a Velcro dress. You catch the necklace in the Velcro. Alright, they still turn around, maybe not. I think I noticed the last one of these videos I made. My necklace that I was wearing was turned around during the whole video. Alright. So. A more rushed outfit, but I feel like that's because I had maybe more of a sense of style for this doll to begin with, because she is so heavily customized, as opposed to a stock 90s skipper. So, that's 2 dolls in 40 minutes. I'm going to do a doll number 3, and then stop this video, and then I might start recording again, but I've said I'm not going to put them all up at one giant video, you know, so you can have some variety in your playlist. So this is the 3rd small doll I have here. This is a modern skipper body with the articulated knees and flow. Cut off the arms and inserted articulated fashionistas lower arms. And this head, first I'll to you, before I'll show it to you, I will explain that this head, when I first put it on this body, the skin tone match was perfect, and I thought I was going to leave her original face paint as is, but then I noticed what I thought looked like when they did her blush, like it was sprayed wrong. So I thought, oh, I'll just clean that up. And it made a clean spot on the face. So I ended up taking acetone to the face mostly, and it made the head go from this kind of yellowish color to a really rosy pink. But this head's neck connector works on the short skipper neck pretty well, so I left it, and I decided to go ahead and go wild, repainting this Sunshine Family grandma body. And if you know anything about Sunshine Family, you know I made quite a change. She can look at you now instead of staring off into the void. So, I don't know if I'm going to reroot her hair eventually or attempt to restyle it today or not, because this is just how her hair has been pretty much since someone, I can't remember who, but thank you, sent me the doll. So she needs clothes. So again, this is an actual Skipper body, and it's only a little bit taller than the 87 Skipper body, so it should be able to wear Skipper clothes pretty well. Of course, because I know this was a Sunshine Family grandma, I still see this as an older face, but she's not necessarily. She could be younger. I mean, I painted her eyes a lot like the Bunka and Posdoll style eye tutorial I put up years ago, where I just painted them all black and then started dabbing at them with different color accents. So, I don't know if she kind of has an overall vintage Japanese doll vibe or not. Is she going to wear the alien dress? Maybe. I've certainly come close to putting on a lot of dolls. Well, the other two dolls that I worked with today. A lot of dolls. Or do I want to put her in? I bought this box of sewing notions and cloth from a thrift store once, years ago. And it had this little bit. Someone obviously making holly hobby applique quilts. So this like vague holly hobby shaped blob was cut out of this cloth that I just thought was fantastic. And I had just enough to turn it into this dress. So even though I made this dress 13 or 14 years ago, I still keep it around. I made it for Momoko. So again, even though it was made for Momoko, it kind of works on Blythe, except the waist is too long for Blythe. So I don't know if it will actually work on this Skipper body, or if like the bust will be too small while the shoulders will be too broad. Yeah, it's real close to being too small at the waist, but I think my bad sewing in the past makes this fit this body pretty well. Again, I don't know if I'm putting this on this doll because it's got grandma vibes, because I know the source of it was some grandma's, probably grandma's, sewing kit, or if it has sweet retro vintage vibes, or what. But she needs shoes. So I will go back to the, I'm going to go straight to that pair of pink slip-ons. Yeah, that doesn't really match the pinks in this dress, but I think it will fit the Skipper body. The Skipper, oh no, the Skipper feet are not the same size as the petite feet. They're a little bit bigger. How dare you? On the other hand, these shoes are soft, and I have several pairs, so if I, you know, if you leave soft shoes on feet that are a little big for a while, sometimes the shoes can tear. So I might go with that, but the color of pink is completely wrong. It's like this color is correct, but the style is way off. So that is right versus left. I did not know that. And this also is the correct color. It could work with that contrast between sporty sneaks and the vintage style. everything else. Let's see, I think I do still have the red versions of those. Again, these are circa 2000 Mary Kay and Ashley shoes. So they're a little dated, but not as dated as everything else about this doll. We didn't look in the other box. Comfort shoes look. Where are those brogues? Those brogues fit. No, those brogues will not fit. And the brown skipper shoes. I would hope those fit. The brown skipper shoes that came on the mountain climbing hiker Barbie. I mean, the color certainly matches because there are darker brown accents in the dress, but I think I would still be a little more inclined to go with that one, even though it is her foot is stressing that. Can you hear husband's music? I can, just barely. Oh, wait. Where are green shoes? I don't have a lot of green shoes. So I don't even know if the pair I'm thinking of is being worn. Or is it in here? They might be being worn. It's a pair of green mid-90s, just pre-teen skipper, 90s skipper. Penny loafers. Oh, they have really chunky soles, but they're green. Unless I've put those in some other box. Let's see, red could work too. Again, I don't think anyone is paying attention to me. They're just listening to me mumble and mutter. Or maybe some shoes in here. Oh. Yeah, these shoes got really popular for Blythe. I think you can still buy knockoffs of them. This is actually from Mary Kate and Ashley shoes. So she could actually wear that, and I could even put some, because you can see how wiggly it is, I could even put a pair of hosiery of some sort under those. You know what? I'm going to stop looking. I'm going to do that. My other option I was going to try, well, okay, let me try out the other option. Is this pair of Kern? Yeah, her feet are too flat for those. I mean, technically her feet are a little bit too flat for the Mary Kate and Ashley, but we're going with it. Alright, so I gotta dig back for the hosiery. I have an idea of what I want to use, but I have no idea if it's in here or how deep I'll have to dig. I apologize again. James sent an absolutely fabulous box of dolls and doll stuff when I was not making videos. So I'm sorry you did not get to see the wonders that James sent. But they included these pair of socks, which I've caught her knee, which you can see, at least to my eye, maybe not to the video camera and to this light, is a really good match for the flowers in that dress. Where did I put the shoes? Oh, there are the shoes. Alright. And now the shoes fit. So I put this other one on her. I might go for another layer, too, of a cardigan. Because right now this doll is turning into having a fun kind of Etsy, Blythe kind of vibe. You know what I mean, right? Make sure, oh, come on. Oh, come on, come on. Hold on. Do I have any other pairs of that? No. Okay, so the stripes don't align perfectly. Which you can tell by how much stripe is coming out of her shoe. I go, oh, no, wait. That shoe is splitting. I really wanted her to wear those shoes with these socks, but that shoe is splitting, and I'm not going to risk that. I've actually had this pair of shoes since they were released in 2000 for Mary Kate and Ashley. Notice I am leaving the striped tights on her. I'm just going to look for a different pair of shoes. Still too big, even with the socks. Pull up tennis shoes. These will work. These are made for feet with a slight. Oh, I wish they would work. These are made for feet with a slight. Oh, hey, you know what? They are working. I say these are made for feet with a slight, more of a arch to them, but it's close enough. These are from a Disney witch doll, Tyranny, I think, which is a doll that Flo gave me many years ago. So this is still Flo, the gift that keeps giving. Come on, I accidentally got the top of that lace. I added the laces. Let's jam down into the sock. There we go. Jam down into the shoe. So. Alright, so, and some nice brown hiking boots. Striped tights, handmade dress from vintage cloth, very one-of-a-kind doll face, although if anyone else ever has a Sunshine Family doll or two in their possession, this is the second one of those dolls that I've painted over their eyes and then just painted the face on like normal. And it's actually a lot of fun to see how it turns out. The first one of those I did was the one I called Buff Grandpa. I put it on like a articulated Ken body instead of the original short body, and he was quite a character. Character. He no longer lives here, though. Alright, so, first I thought I would try this hot pink cardigan. since it is actually made for smaller doll bodies. But then I saw this cardigan that I've tried to use, I think in a recent dressing dolls video, made for Oshima dolls, but it's A-zone, so it's a really nice cardigan. And there's like several cardigans that James sent. Like I said, it was an amazing package. I wish you could have been there. This is, I don't think the pink's just not working. Again, I'm going with this bold pink. If I hadn't gone with the bold pink on the socks, which yes, I know I could change the socks, then I would be okay with the polite, dusky, pale baby pink on this. Let's see, we also have this one, which is leaning into orange. You know, I don't usually do orange, but this is an adorable cardigan. You know what? It coordinates with the brown boots. I'm going to do it. I don't think this would be quite long enough in the sleeves. I mean, that doesn't usually stop me, but gotta reinforce my decisions. And I'm going to go ahead and take her lower arms out. Because I can. Long. This is making me second guess the socks, though, which means I need to find something, if at all possible, to tie together. Well, I mean, the dress should tie together, but there's brown on the dress. See, it's a little short for these arms, but that's okay. I feel like she needs a scarf, but I would probably regret that decision. Especially since I seem to be doing nothing but zipping scarves into the zipper. There's our scarf bag. This is our scarf bag. Alright, so the ultimate goal would be a scarf with pink and brown and orange in it, which I don't think I have because that doesn't sound like me. Do this green Sabosaurus. I mean, actually, if the green were more prominent but less able to tell what it was, I might. But it's not, and you can't roll that. It's a scarf I made years ago just by cutting out some cloth. Can you tell who's ready for autumn? The weather goes back and forth on whether it's autumn. It's supposed to get in the 80s tomorrow, so it's not autumn yet. Alright, and do I want to leave her hair up or do I want to try to style her hair? I think I'm going to leave her hair up. But I might put something in it still. I'm just going all out on this one apparently. Eventually I'll get used to where the camera is in relation to the, because right now we're right in front of the view screen, and right now I'm in front of the camera. Anyway, orange bread. Or barrette. It's alright. So yeah, I've left nothing exposed to put a bandage on. I could work on a pin for the jacket, but I don't think I will. Cardigan. I will see about a purse for her, maybe. Bags, purses, this bags, purses. I think I will go with this Rement purse that jumped right out. And right now I feel like this outfit is a fun mix of stuff I've had for ages and stuff that's fairly new. Like I've had this Rement purse for ages, and I made this scarf, bit of cloth, years ago. Yeah, I wish it was a little longer. And I had these for quite a while. And of course the dress. Let's see, I would... Yeah, the purse is a little short to be crossbody, but that's not stopping me, because I like crossbody purses. Alright, so... here's where we are, and I see it's just over an hour, so... 3 dolls, got dressed, in 1 hour. And that's it for this video. I'm gonna see you again soon with maybe 3 more dolls out of the 9 I put together. Thanks to Flo for sending the parts, and thank you for watching.